Barada. Croeso. Hogwarts Legacy.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
I thought my jokes were bad.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new core and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle on this.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. but you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well,
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay. I'm assuming.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that.
Yes,
Dogweed
that's
and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
Cool.
I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend?
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okay. That is herbology.
Hope those mandrakes
done.
are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Let's see, where are we off to next? Potions class. Let's see how many more of these we can find. And this is also a good opportunity to put in a word from our partners. Dubby energy drink. Over 15 different unique flavours. Made with 10 awesome ingredients.
Gardens at Hogwarts
To help you
are
keep on top of
fascinating.
your game.
Trust
No calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial colours. Get 10% off when you enter the code Flying Baby, all one word, at checkout. And for those people on YouTube, you can indeed see the link at the bottom of the description.
Revelio.
There we go.
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
So, we have half of these gobstones. Where are the remaining 3? Quick save.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Levioso!
Revelio. Incendio.
This thing I prefer. No? Thought it would have been. Ah, that's because that one there. 15. That's the head thing. It's 2. So it'd be 17. As well. Yeah, whatever. I'll come back to that.
Incendio.
Ah, that's a different spell. That's why. Where am I going wrong with this?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Getcha.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Okay. I will return to those. I'll confess, I've not played this game for a good while. So opening these doors up is something I think I forgot how to do. So clearly I was doing that wrong. But I will double check in time for the next video. Don't bother
Revelio.
do it, because there's a lot of good loot in there. A lot of good loot in these doors.
hope you've had more luck than I did tracking...
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well,
True that.
may I have my gobstones
No.
back?
Of course. They are yours, after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Okay, let's get ourselves off to... I guess it's potions.
The Aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogwarts.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions class.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year.
Revelio.
After the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my
Gareth.
friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared
Revelio.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor, again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
You up?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well.
Well, thank you.
I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet.
You are.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Okay. Let's see what's cracking on the road. Just nothing.
I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Okay, let's make our way up to Hogsmeade. Anything else going in the way of? No. Yeah. Not far off getting that broomstick. As soon as we've got that broomstick, this journey becomes so much easier. And be able to unlock all the different flea powder places, which make fast travel so much easier as well.
How many nifflers you could find down there, mind you.
Incendio.
That sod that saved Bedwell.
Levioso.
Incendio.
That's good for you.
Incendio.
Incendio. Levioso.
Your poaching days are over.
Yeah. Give me your stuff.
Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Did I forget one of you?
Incendio. Levioso.
Could it be?
Revelio. Levioso.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Yay! I'm only going to do the Merlin trials when I come across them because there's so many of them, they're so tedious. The reward for them really isn't worth it. You know, it's just one more inventory slot. Speaking of early game, galleons are so hard to come by, so I'm also going to make a quick stop to sell some of our extra gear.
This place has seen better days.
quite like looking at them. Neckwear. That's what we have at the moment. Coats and robes. Outfits. Okay, so I've got a few bits I can sell for cash. So one of the great things about this is you can equip your best thing but have an appearance of something that you've already acquired. And then you can sell
Does
the
it
old
get
stuff,
any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
and then you can so yeah, it just frees up.
I was wondering when
inventory
I'd see
without
you
losing
again.
stuff. So let's sell.
A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
It just frees us up in the way of inventory.
Revelio.
Well, let's see. Let's see what's cooking in here.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness.
Thank you.
He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
I suppose I could. But why should I spend my time on a glorified errand?
It is much more than a glorified errand, to be sure. I dare say you'll find my proposal intriguing. Please, hear me out. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Thank you. Back to Hogwarts we go. All the way back up there. That's a long
My
journey.
mother adored Transfiguration.
On the way we can still collect more ingredients. ingredients. So, as convenient as fast travel is, obviously it does come without perks of being able to collect stuff, loot stuff on the way. So. We're almost there. And once again, I'm also going to give a shout out again to our partners at Dubby Energy Drink. A sugar-free energy drink. No calories. No fillers, no nasty extra ingredients. Over 15 different unique flavours. Keeps you on top of your game, especially if you're someone like me. But I'm not sitting down gaming, I'm active, I'm a distance runner, I'm very conscious of what I put into myself. So a sugar-free, no calorie, no nasty ingredients energy drink. Always welcome, and if that's not enough to get you on board, when you order at dubby.gg, enter the code Flying Baby, all one word. You'll get yourself 10% off. And enter that code many times as you want. Every time you order, get yourself 10% off by entering Flying Baby. And they ship worldwide.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls. Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? Accio! Nothing. I'd best keep looking. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. No stuff. Here's a welcome surprise. Accio! Revelio. Accio. Nothing. Revelio. Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. Accio! I'd best keep looking.
No, go back up.
Accio! Levioso! No statues here. Accio! This'll do nicely. I'll do that, thank you. Revelio! Accio! Here's a welcome surprise. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Accio! here? Nothing.
Revelio. Accio.
This'll do nicely. What's happening?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Perfect. And off we go towards the Forbidden Forest. Do we have any other quests? We certainly do. Okay, and on that note, I want to thank everybody who has joined the live stream on Twitch today. Thank you very much for joining. It has been a pleasure as always. And also thank you very much for watching this on YouTube as well. Don't forget, enter Flying Baby at dubby.gg. Get yourself 10% off. Otherwise, thank you very much for joining. We'll see you in the next stream. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe.